For over a century, we trusted schools with something priceless: our minds. They taught us what to believe, what to memorize, how to think, and even who to be. But now, something is changing, quietly, slowly, and irreversibly. The traditional school system, the one we believed was a path to success, is collapsing. And not because people are less interested in learning, but because people are finally waking up. If school truly prepared us for life, why do so many people leave it lost, confused, and afraid of the future? Why can students solve complex algebra, but panic when handed a tax form? Why can they recite definitions, but freeze when solving real problems? Why do so many feel like their potential was never discovered, only judged? Because school was never designed to help you discover who you are. It was designed to shape you into what the system needed: obedient, predictable, replaceable. The structure of school exposes its purpose. The bell tells you when to think. The teacher tells you what to think. The exams tell you how to think. And the system punishes you if you dare to think differently. Creativity is treated as disruption. Curiosity is labeled distraction. And asking why is dangerous. But outside the classroom, the world transformed. Artificial intelligence, global technology, and free knowledge changed everything. We entered a new age, an age where information moves at light speed. But schools stayed trapped in the past, teaching as if the internet didn't exist, and as if the future could be controlled by outdated textbooks. Schools teach you to follow paths, but the future belongs to those who create them. Schools teach you to wait your turn, but the future belongs to those who act. Schools teach you to avoid mistakes, but the future rewards those who learn from them. For years, we accepted this broken method because we had no alternative, but we do now. Education has escaped the classroom. You can learn anything, anytime, anywhere. Everything schools don't teach, the skills that actually shape life, are one search away. But the real reason schools are collapsing is not technology. It's identity. School forces everyone into the same mold. But human beings aren't copies. We are originals. No single curriculum can fit every mind. No standardized test can measure potential. No grade can define a future. So what happens next? A revolution in learning. A shift so powerful that it will redefine what it means to be educated. Instead of memorizing rules, people will learn how to think, how to solve real problems, how to communicate, how to create value in the world. Instead of being trained for jobs that will soon be replaced by AI, people will build lives around skills that machines cannot replicate: vision, imagination, emotion, purpose, leadership. The truth is, the collapse of traditional schools is not the end of education. It is the rebirth of it. Learning was never meant to be trapped between walls. It was never meant to be judged by numbers. Real learning happens through curiosity, experimentation, mistakes, and passion. Real learning grows from purpose, something no classroom can give you. That's why millions are already leaving the system. They're learning faster, deeper, and more efficiently outside of school. They are building portfolios instead of resumes. They are learning how to think, not just what to remember. And they are choosing a path that school never showed them, the path of self-education. But make no mistake, this collapse won't be easy. The system will fight to survive. It will say you need a diploma to succeed. It will say grades define your future. It will use fear to hold you in place. But fear is how systems survive. Courage is how people evolve. So here is the moment of truth. You can keep waiting for schools to change. Or you can take control of your own mind. You can let the system define who you are. Or you can build yourself through relentless learning. The future will not belong to those who follow orders. It will belong to those who think, who question, who create. You don't need permission to learn. You don't need approval to grow. Knowledge is already yours. You just have to reach for it. The collapse of traditional schools is not a crisis. It's an opportunity. The opportunity to free a generation from mental confinement. The opportunity to rebuild a world where education empowers instead of limits. The classroom is no longer a building. The classroom is the world. Your teachers are your experiences. Your tests are your decisions. Your diploma is the life you build. And if you're ready for this new world, then your real education begins now. If you choose to think differently, if you refuse to be controlled by outdated systems, if you're ready to build a future without limits, then this is just the beginning. Stay with us. Subscribe, and let's awaken a generation the system could never silence. If you want to stay ahead of the future, subscribe.